Alright, welcome back once again, Wizard 2. Let's explore the chaos magic. It's gotten some love. Trying to remember what spells we can add the chaos tag. Obviously we have the spells that already have the chaos tag, but I know there's a few things in here. Like pyrostatic curse, I believe. Yeah, whenever you cast a chaos spell, you cast pyrostatic curse at that position. So that is one I definitely want. Yeah, it's the easy advice to give, right? You think your rib's broken? You should see a doctor. What are they, a doctor or something? Looking for that product is a Google search that's going to really affect your algorithm. Just look up some Granny's cream pies. I'm sure you'll find what I'm talking about. I don't think you got much to worry about, sport. Just get in there and really type in those words. Before you do that, make sure your safe search is turned off. Alright, let's jump into Armchair Wizard real quick, just to see. Just as a quick little checky-wecky to see if there's anything. Rain of Fire, we could probably make Chaos Storm happen. That's probably a Chaos one, is Rain of Fire has an upgrade there. Nightly Oath, I think we might be able to add the tag. Siege Golems, if we want to throw the run. Searing Seal, I believe, we can add it on there. What about Pyrostatic Pulse? Can we add... Adds a physical damage layer. We could probably do Pyrostatic Pulse. Whenever you cast a chaos spell, oh my, I think we can get a lot of fun stacked things going, couldn't we? I think Melt, we could add chaos to it. Alright. Let's remember Melt, Pyrostatic Pulse, Searing Seal. See a doctor. Alright, so Melt. Can we add the tag? Interesting, it doesn't actually add the tag, but we're gonna want to take Melt anyway. Whenever you cast a fire or chaos spell other than Melt targeting an enemy unit, Melt is also cast on the target. I feel like that's gonna be a nice one. What was the other? Searing Seal is probably gonna be a fun one. Yes, adds the chaos tag. We get charges for fire, lighting, and physical. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna go hard on chaos, and of course, Fireball has Chaos Ball. Yeah, that's the kind of complication I would be worried about, would be the, like, if a rib is no longer in its proper place, that is a pokey bit of bone, and you have all those kinds of squishy organs in there that you don't want a pokey bit of bone near. Okay, so we want our Fireball, we want to grab Melt. What about Pyrostatic Pulse? If we take the Chaos Pulse, we could add the tag there. So, Pyrostatic Pulse is a nice one. But I like the idea of getting Melt cast on anybody that we cast our spells on. Like, as long as it's a chaos or fire spell, they're gonna get Melt on them. And the same thing with the Curse. Pyrostatic Curse. If they take fire damage, enemies in line of sight can take lightning damage. And that'll just happen anytime a chaos spell is cast on them. That seems great. Like, that seems like a lot of fun. We can make Melt happen and the Pyrostatic Curse happen. And Melt, of course, they're just going to take a bunch of fire damage and lose their physical resist. Yeah, when you get those crispy bits around the edge. My dinner for the past couple of nights has been... I guess technically it was a couple of nights ago at this point, but for a few nights in a row I was doing... chicken tiki masala quesadillas, and like just getting kind of a crispy edge along the whole rim of the quesadilla. of just caramelized cheese mixed in with a tikka masala sauce. Oh my. Oh my, good stuff. Let's grab Fireball. Welcome back, Mighty Odin. Chicken tendies. I need to make some more chicken tendies now that I've cracked the code and can make perfect chicken tenders. So this will be an interesting run, if only because I don't have a lot of like the chaos gear like in my brain as much as other gear, because we haven't done any chaos stuff recently. I'm not sure how much chaos support is in the equipment. There's the Annihilator staff, which would definitely work out well for us. Does your tiki masala have a little rum and an umbrella? Oh yeah, of course. Showed up in your chat every stream for the past week. It was very good. Like, I enjoy making a large batch of something and just like that, I don't have to think about what I'm eating for like a week, which is nice when you're streaming until late at night. And I still have my burritos like in the freezer because I froze 12 of those, so I still have a good number of those left to go. Let's re-roll. Hot take. Hot takeout cheese down in the pan. Hot take. All right. Cheese down the pan before you put your tortilla in there, and then you have cheese crusted quesadilla. Yes, that would be great. I also enjoy, if you're gonna do like an omelet, you could do like a layer of like Parmesan cheese that you let start caramelizing, and then you put your eggs in the pan, and then you have a like crispy, lacy Parmesan cheese crust on your omelet. Chef John has a video about that. If you ever want to know how to make that bad boy. Yeah, just you have a nice ready-to-go dinner that you cooked already. That's like bodybuilder meal prep, but more exciting. Hot take, yeah. I wouldn't even say it's a hot take, I'd just say that's a delicious take. Like, that's a good idea. No Crackle Darkener for me, thank you. Spark Imps and Gray Mushbooms seem like the way to go. This is an easy floor. Do. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, 5 more shots left. Bait them into this position. People get offended when you edit their recipes. Whoa. I guess, like, I can understand if someone, like, walked up here and went, "This is my grandmother's sauce recipe. It's passed down for 47 generations. When the cave people first emerged into the light of day, this was a recipe they developed." And then you're like, well, I think it'd be better with oregano. Like, I could see them getting offended for that one, but, like, a quesadilla? Boo boo. I welcome ideas when it comes to delicious food, because the more tasty things I get to eat in my life, the better my life will be. So never ever be like, I don't want to edit his recipe. Edit away. Give me all the ideas you can give me. I use applesauce instead of sugar, and it tasted bad. 0 out of 5. 1 out of 5. I love comments like that on websites for recipes, where, like, I swapped out the whole milk for uric acid that I fermented in the sun for 47 days, and it tasted like piss. Terrible recipe. I don't understand why this is allowed on the internet. It's like, sir, did you consider that maybe you're the one at fault here, perhaps? But I'm offering up unsolicited opinions. Hey, I'm giving you carte blanche. Now they're always solicited. A free annihilate or a free melt? I'm pretty sure they're basically the same cost, right? Melt costs 2, annihilate costs 2. They may be justified. No, never. So the one we want is White Flame for that bad boy. Talk hot sauce to me. What's your favorite hot sauce? So we want to get Chaos Balls sooner or later, because again, I kind of want everything to come down to Chaos. But I'm also thinking, like, the goal's going to be how many different triggers on an individual can we get? So, like, Annihilate's gonna do, you know, 3 pulses of damage. If we get the Annihilate staff, that's gonna add 3 additional pulses of damage. If we have Melt with the upgrade and Pyrostatic Curse with the upgrade, that's 2 additional pulses. Like, I just want, if someone has, like, 8 shields, it doesn't even matter. That's what I want. What are my go-tos? I am a pumpkin spice swilling basic bitch, so I like Frank's Red Hot, and I like Cholula. And I like Frank's and Cholula because they're utility hot sauces. Like, they don't, like, well, Cholula could sometimes overpower something because it's, you know, it's kind of chipotle and smoky. But when it works great. And I like Frank's because Frank's is basically, like, works with anything. Like, Frank's doesn't steal the spotlight from whatever you're eating, it just adds a pleasant spice, and it has a good flavor. I'm not a fan of hot sauces that are just like, this is gonna blow out your butthole, and your tongue's gonna leave the country and never speak to you again. Like, I don't see the point. Like, I want to taste food, I don't just want to experience hot and suffering. So I enjoy any hot sauce that has a nice flavor to it with some heat. Like, I have a couple of little, like, skulls. They're little skull bottles. And 2 of them are delightful. Like, one of them is a jalapeno lime. Quite nice. The other one is... it's very herbaceous. It's like some kind of cilantro habanero. That's pretty nice. And then the 3rd skull is, like, ghost pepper with peach or something. And, like... I challenge anybody to find the peach in there because it's just the flavor of lava on your tongue. Yeah, sriracha's nice. You know, it doesn't have as much of the vinegar flavor, instead it has a lot of the garlic flavor. I like sriracha as well. All right. Chili garlic sauce is very good, yes. Well, we have 2 spawners over here. This seems like a good start and land. Pyrostatic Curse costs 3, and the Chaos is 5. That's like the first thing I want, I think. But for right now, we have a nice opportunity to just... can't reach both of them? That's a bummer. Yeah, just get that extra damage in there. 10 additional casts, and there's still 1 more out there. Horseradish? Horseradish is a fun one. Really gets up in your sinuses, clears you out. Alright. We're gonna need more casts. The question is, how do we want to go about it? We are doing Chaos. Annihilate brings 10 pretty much guaranteed kills for early floors to us. I feel like I almost always take Smart Bolts. But if we're not gonna have friends, like, we could do Imp Swarm if we want some companions, but I'm more interested in, like, really focusing on getting a lot of different charges of fire, lightning, and physical damage. There are great horseradishy English mustards like Coleman's. I do like a nice horseradishy mustard. My ex is Ukrainian, and she is, in the past, gave me a lot of different, like Russian and Ukrainian mustards, and my god. Those are just, they're designed for suffering as far as I can tell. They burn. They are painful. I'll just grab Annihilate. And then we'll grab Melt from the other one. From the chest over there. Bop. 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 Sounds amazing. Like very strongly mustardy and vinegary? Yes. So you're saying she's single? No, she is married with a child now. Which was largely why we went our separate ways. Like, she was very interested in the homesteading experience, and it's like, I have very little interest in the homesteading experience. What's going on, Brewhark? How are you now? Chose to be a procreator. Yeah, like she was interested in the child rearing and home ownership experience. Filth Lord. And she's damn good at it. She seems to be having a good time with it. Got burrito? Hell yeah, I'm gonna have a burrito for dinner tonight. We just want a mustard queen. Bring me the mustard queen. Filth Lord Conjuration. Reroll. I really want that Annihilator staff, I think. I think Annihilator staff will be the most fun one for us. We're not going to be doing any holy nonsense. Immolate. I wonder, can we make Immolate happen? Immolate also connects to other groups, inflicts 3 turns of blind. When immolated enemy dies, regain a charge of Random Dragon. Permanent duration. Unquenchable Flames is pretty sweet. I feel like we had a system at some point where we were making Immolate go off. I think it was through one of the wands, though, wasn't it? Or was it? We were doing a lot of enchantments, right? Or was I casting Immolate? I know we were getting free casts of... No, there was some other mechanism. We were doing something else. My family line dies with me. I'm with you there. It's like, when are you gonna have kids? Like, never. I told my parents when I was like 8 years old. I was like, no, never gonna do that. I'm like, you don't know that. I'm like, I know. I know. Yeah, we were doing blood hexes. And we were getting and Life Drain was being cast on everybody. Like, in this economy? And we were also getting Immolate, though. And I don't remember how we were also getting the Immolate on them. And I don't think I was casting it. Damn it, I just don't remember. Because I don't think there's another wand that casts Immolate for us. Chaos Familiar? No, we didn't have any pets. Petrify was involved. I just gotta think about this for a second. The Purifier. That one's when you cast holy spells, and we weren't doing any holy stuff. But maybe I was just casting it on my own. And I'm crazy, and I'm just not remembering right. So Petrification Aura... Scourge, Holy Armor... No, it wasn't Holy Armor. Opportunity! Hello there, I'm doing Chaos. Chaos. I want to try and get, like... I want Melts. I want Pyrostatic Curse to be cast on everybody every time we cast a spell. And I'm trying to remember... I did a Enchantment Heavy run, and I remember I was getting Immolate to cast on a lot of people, but I don't remember if I was casting Immolate or something else was letting Immolate happen. Volcanic Lance. Oh, that'd be a good one. Also, if we could find Annihilator Staff, just for the thematic element. Let's see. Basilisk Armor was involved, I remember that. And we were doing every time someone targets me, Petrify was going off. And Petrify had the, like, arcane debuff on it, right? Man, I just don't remember. Is the only way for Immolate to go off automatically... Immolate Conflagration. Jaxie, thank you for gifting that sub to Opportunity! I appreciate that, Jaxie. Thank you very much. You could use Armchair Wizard as well as I can. Armchair Wizard, sadly, is out of date. If you, like, go on there, it has a button for slime magic, but no slime magic listed. That's right. It's not important. I can't remember what we were doing. Maybe I was casting it automatically. Maybe we had the Purifier, but I don't remember there being any holy magic. I can always just go back and watch that particular YouTube episode. And in this particular situation, I think I just want to go here. I can get White Flame going now. It's not bad. Right? Chaos Familiar will cast Immolate? I wasn't using Chaos Familiar, but yeah, he will do it. I'm just trying to figure out how many things I can make cast automatically. I want to, like, take all the upgrades where, like, I cast one spell and other stuff happens. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it should be fine. Do-do-do-do-do-do. There we go. Perfect. Melt the spider. Alright, maybe we annihilate the spiders. That seems to be a one cast. I did run with Chaos Fireball, Melt, and Chaos Pyrostatic Curse for 4 beams of Volcanic Lance per fireball. Ooh. That is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Yeah, that would be good. If we find that staff, I am into that. Alright, enough standing around. I have 3 teleporters. Let's just pop one here so I can move on. There we go, around the corner. Sir, it is mean of you to hit me. I do not appreciate that. Melt you, and then fireball the lot of you. I don't want to drink a potion. I do have 4 points, though. I could just take another spell, I suppose. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Chaos Barrage could be a fun time. Up, 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 up. Yeah, suckers. Can't quite reach what I want to shoot. Melt you, fireball you. And of course. Yeah. Get my curse. And we want to get that pyrostatic curse upgrade. Robe of the Void. Of course, we find that today. Yesterday, we were looking for that every floor. Couldn't find it. Reroll. Double mana potions. Multicolored Rage Rod. We're not actually going to be having too many tags, are we? That bastard robe. We're going to have Fire, Lightning, Enchantment. Sorcery, Chaos. That's a +5 damage right there. Like, it's not terrible. But I feel like we could do better. Ba, 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 ba. And just because I'm lazy, do 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 do. There we go. Hey, that seems like a good place to put it. Let's just annihilate you, annihilate you. Curse you guys. Oh, hey, buddy. Annihilate. Melt you. Curse you all. And a nice melt on you, and you're gone. Goodbye. Alright, we want 5 mana points, and then we're really living the dream. Living stuff, daggers. Let's reroll. Sigils, Jar of Embers, Fast Hand Gloves. I like Fast Hand Gloves. Double Portal Keys might be nice. Dagger, Troll, Ogres. If we found a fun fire or chaos themed sigil, maybe. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. Alright, fire bombers are not scary. We'll start up here and work our way down. Alternatively, if I start here, I can kind of work my way up and then back down again, and we can get our first major upgrade. Whenever you cast another chaos spell, cast pyrostatic curse at that position. So annihilate, melt, and can't. Well, not melts. Not yet, anyway. Oh, melt won't actually get the chaos tag on it, even though it is chaos magic. Okay. Well, annihilate and chaos barrage will both work. Fireball will start working later on. Either way, I still want that. Take the curse. Oh, it's like AoE. No, that's just fire protection on these people. If Melt and Pyro Curse casts on casting another chaos, it infinitely recurses. What's wrong with that? Yeah, I could see that being maybe an issue, I suppose. Ba, 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 ba. My friend. Oh, I can't reach you for Annihilate. Alright, what's his cooldowns? A Hydra's probably going to happen. Okay. You know, I'd rather teleport than heal. But I probably still will have to heal, huh? Ah, we'll just heal. We'll find a health potion. We'll annihilate on... Oh, just a fireball. Melt! Wait a turn. There we go. Annihilate! Melt! 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 Must melt. Nice. Annihilate. All right. I like getting those curses on. Want a wand? Show me a wand. Could use a key, but I'll use it next floor. I guess a fiery orb. Boots of Heaven's Assault. Maybe we'll go with a nice explosive boot. We can get like the... Oh, God. Wide open floor with Fey Huntsman's. I don't know if this is worth going to. Even though they are moving to the beat, they have a fairly wide threat radius. And having 3 turns of not being allowed to cast spells is a little scary. And then we're also going to be dealing with slime. Yeah, the Pyro Curse might hit them, but there's enough targets that I don't know if I want to, like, you know, bet my health on it, you know? You know what? We'll pop one key here, even though we can't reroll. Just because I'll probably get something like, yeah, a ruby heart, or that appears to be a burning buddy. Oh, burning spike piece. Infernal. Chaos ball. There he is. That's the kind of pet you want for a runabout chaos, and we get 2 health potions out of it. I'm blind! No, thank you. Very fun. Spore Beast, I need you to get out of here. There we go. Goodbye, evil fairy. There we go. That's the kind of thing I was looking for. Now, the thing is, being blind doesn't stop me from casting this. Thank you very much. Alright, one spawner down below. Yeah, enjoy doing your 1 damage. I can just ignore you guys. You'll just die eventually. Melt. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk around you. Hope you don't mind. Just rude to do that, but that's how I roll. Alright, we'll pop our key here. Chaos Scale Crown. Let's reroll. Dragon Tooths. Mask of Woe, Slime Shoes, Ruby Hearts, Boots of Imminent Doom, a Duplication Shrine, the Volcanic Lance. When you cast a fire spell, target enemies send out a destructive beam toward the target, destroying walls and dealing fire damage equal to the sum of all spell points spent on fire. Fire. Not fire. Fire. Not fire. Fire. I feel like we have a good number. Do I do White Flame first or my Chaos Ball first? It'd be fun to get our White Flame going. But the Fireball being Chaos would be quite nice. I'm gonna do Melt first. Boop. Boop. There we go. So, Pyrostatic Curse is being cast on anyone that gets hit by a Chaos spell, and Melt's being cast automatically on anyone being hit by Fire or Chaos. So this is Chaos, and this is Chaos. And once we turn this chaos, everything will work out quite nicely, I think. And now let's go get that lance. Probably murder you early, I think. It's probably a good idea. Chaos Pyromancy, and hey, recommend avoiding any giant crucibles you might find. I touch what I want. Yeah. Right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. Melt upgrade cares about the location of your cursor. Aw, it does? That's sad. Whenever you spell target an enemy unit, melt is also cast at that target. Alas. Means it has to be like guy in center's the only one getting hit by melt. Oh, I have 2 chaos slimes now. Good work. I have 3 of them. Bing, bing. Okay. Volcanic Lance is currently gonna be doing 16. That number will go up. I feel like Chaos Storm will be a fun one. I think that'll be a good time. The Star Blesser. Exploding Boots would be on brand. I don't know if we want Flame Burst. Definitely want Searing Seal, though. With that Chaos Seal. Yeah. I think Chaos Seal will be a lot of fun. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Let's Portal Key. The boots are nice, but I'd rather find some other stuff, maybe. Mercurize. Reroll. A duplication shrine. I need a miniaturization shrine first. Thank you very much. Well, dang. I got 4 mana potions, 2 health potions, so... We got an Aether Dagger with an Earthquake Orb and a Ruby Heart. Just a Ruby Heart with a bunch of Frost Spew. Terrible, don't want to go there. Health Potion with a Ruby Heart. Teleporter, Mana Potion, Ruby Heart. I feel like I would like a nice Aether Dagger and a Teleport. Metallic Witch. 3 spawners over here. I think we take this area out first. Up. Annihilate. Hey, buddy. Listen, little slime, I'm sorry about this. Nothing personal, kid. I gotta get to that furnace. Man, might as well just, like, set a lot of people up for fun. My slime! That's a lot of resistance to everything I'm doing, sir. Yeah, I feel like maybe I use my teleport, because I'll get another one on this level. To remove a problem. Also, just because I have a bunch. Yes, fight amongst each other. Might have to drink a potion just because of these dogs. What's going on, Bex? 5 turns of a ghost being annoying? Alright. Normal witches? I love those. I hear they love melting. I'm here to use your voice for my nap, and I mean that is the creepiest way possible. I'm glad. I'm glad you feel comfortable using me. Chaos Ball! Alright. We got this is chaos, this is chaos. This one can't be chaos, but, you know, it gets cast on chaos. Chaos, chaos, very good. Jar of Embers. Cozy AF. Happy to hear it. You know, living Emberstone ain't bad. Get a bunch of little fire babies. Old Thunderbones is a bastard, but we will have 4 points relatively quickly. Ghosts. Uh-oh. I mean, I can still fireball them, and I guess there's enough walls blocking line of sight. But goddammit, the spawners are for them. Alright, we take out those spawners fast. Spark Spirit, not my problem. Why am I running away? Who's doing fear on me? Wizard is fear. I am fear. Just dark damage. You're hexed. Who did the fear? I don't like being next to this man. His dark ball was doing it. Yeah, applies fear. It's weird, I was running toward him, so I just didn't even think about it. God damn it, ghosts. Boo-doo-ba-doo. Thank you. There we are. Annihilate here. Goddamn metallic ghosts. Get my Emberstone. Alright, much better. This will help. Potentially. Pyrostatic curse just up here for the future. Sir. Just so the lightning goes off. I would like to somehow pick these up. I no longer need to remove line of sight, so if anything, this will help me out. Owies. Nice fireball here. Heal. Here. You're mine. Whew. Annihilate. Melt. Alright, buddy. There we go. We definitely want to grab Prince of Ruin immediately. That would have helped a lot in that encounter. None of this. Reroll. A Heart's Nice, Robe of Agony. Is lightning and dark. So not so much that one. Stone Eater is nice. I think I'm just going for a Ruby Heart. It's all electric though, which is a bit of a bummer. Oh god, and their treants. And they're all gonna be doing dashes at me? How horrible is this? Now, technically, we're getting a lot of extra casts of Pyrostatic Curse, right? Yeah. You know what? That robe actually might not be that bad. That could be kind of fun. Get the robe. Melt. Do 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 do. Melt. Fireball. Fireball! Oh yeah. And my little slime friend. Alright, working out well so far. Gonna lose a lot of turns to the joys of spiderwebs. But things are working out. Yeah. Move in, army. Yes. Just casting curses is nice, so when my dudes do their little fire attacks, we get all that extra lightning going off. Honestly, I think they can handle it now. I guess if we find a duplication shrine before we find a miniaturization shrine, we're just gonna make another copy of the Ember. Living Emberstone. So we definitely want Chaos Poets. We probably want Serpents of Chaos. We want Chaos Lowered for sure. Tremors along the ground, 9 physical damage to target and all units in its path. Base number of targets equal to the level of the spell. We might take Earth Wrath. You ever think about how so much fantasy fiction is just warmed over Tolkien? Like, why are elves and orcs and ents the standard? I think about that pretty often. I mean, it's not just necessarily Tolkien, like... He pulled a lot of that from folklore, and yes, he did adjust it a fair amount. Gonna need a citation. Like, elves and dwarves, they go back a while. Definitely want chaos casting. Just not sure where I want my points to go right now. We got our pyrostatic upgrade. We got our melt upgrade. We got our fireball upgrade. We still have to take annihilate. Cascade range. Probably gonna go with comprehensive. That way I add 2 more damage types. Chains to 5 units in line of sight of standing in storms. If you're able, when you cast a spell, use an additional charge to cast it again if the target lives. Assured Destruction is kind of fun, though. All the Entwives ran away from you. Yeah, we'll probably go comprehensive. That way, when we need to cast it, we know it's doing its job. And for Chaos Barrage, more targets is fun. Smart Bolts is usually pretty good. That way it actually does the damage we want it to do. But maybe it's time to think about our next spell. Like Searing Seal, and then we take that Chaos Seal. One fire damage to all enemies in line of sight for every 5 charges it has. Yeah, that Chaos Seal, I think we'll have some nice stuff going on. But maybe we take a skill first. We're 2 points away from getting a nice damage bump. Searing Heat would do 3 fire per cast of Fireball. There he is. You know, that's true. Just because it's getting the 2 other casts going on. And that'll definitely pair well with our seal as well. Starfire will be fun. Alright, where are we going? Let's think about that first. Mothman. Reroll. Mercury, Scourge. Guess I could take a Fiery Hourglass for reasons. We're gonna want some wider open levels. I know, Opportunity, you're asking about spell ideas, and this is not really a specific idea, it's much more broad. But... whoop, not skills. Spells. I like Hate Bolts because it is one of the few spells that does better in a mazy level. I feel like there's a lot of magic in this game that excels in wide open levels. Like, line of sight is very handy for a lot of skills and a lot of spells. There aren't quite as many spells that do well in tight corridor and mazy levels. And this one works great because, you know, it does a path. It winds around, so if enemies are confined, you get a lot more value out of the cast. If we can get a couple more spells that benefit from the mazy layouts, that might be good. I'll need to think about, like, what kind of spells that would be. But that's something that just popped in my head. Because it's like, oh, this isn't a wide open level. Like, oh yeah, like we should have more stuff that benefits from wide open levels. Hard agree. Earthquake and Shrapnel Blast got a lot of love in the next update. Also, Fenrir loves mazes, but I can think about a few more too. Yeah. I'm very excited for Earthquake and Shrapnel Blast upgrades. I will definitely revisit those runs. Is every one of these a Green Gorgon spawner? Good lord, I'm gonna be poisoned a lot. I cast Fuel Air Bomb. I would love to not be poisoned all the time, friends. Oh, I just noticed you. Oh, one of my slime's imps stayed alive. Lucky number 7. That caused me to think about a movie I didn't think about for 1,000 years. What was that movie called? Lucky number 11? It's like a weird heist movie. I've touched the Fan of Flames Wildfire's range to last until you end the channel, and gave the Focus Channeler skill a plus 100% channel duration. So that's kind of like a Fuel Air Bomb. Fan of Flames is still one of my favorite spells, and will always be one of my favorite spells. Yeah, it wanted to be a Guy Ritchie movie. Alright, you guys are self-sufficient at this point. It's like I'm bleeding red fire blood. I love doing Fan Flames with Lightning Form and the Fire Form upgrade, and then just teleporting into my own cone to convert it into a radius. Amazing stuff. Love doing that. You could do the whole run with just that and just focus on getting range upgrades. Reroll. Be nice to now to get another health potion or two. Each turn, allied demons are undead. And then minion damage. Burning stuff, that's a bit of a bummer. I mean, our fireball will still work, but... Oh god, and they're artists? I think maybe I'll just go for stopwatch. Oh god, it's crowded here? Maybe... Oh, they're gonna be baseball batting people, but this is the better place for me. Line of sight, you say? Well, it wasn't what I wanted to take, but we're gonna take Searing Heat first. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. We'll take out every eyeball in just a couple of casts. 2 casts specifically. But it's gonna suck for a couple of turns. Alright, all the eyeballs are taken care of. That works out quite well. Pyrostatic curse, just spreading that fire damage around like nobody's business. Which one to take? Which one to take? Do. Exploding boots again? Let's re-roll. Searing Seal? That's one of the spells I want. Oh, the level layout is quite bad, though. This is most unfortunate. I mean, Searing Seal for free would be nice. Just out of curiosity. I feel like we'll burn through this one pretty quick. This is a pretty easy one. Why take any? Any what? Oh, any of the things out of there? I mean, if we don't take anything, it's kind of the same as taking something. But if we take something like an Icy Hourglass, it's not impossible that maybe something over here will come up, you know? It's unlikely, but it's better than not taking it, because you never know. You might end up in a weird position where it's like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna take Shatter Shards. I suppose the way to look at it is if you don't take it, it can never, ever, ever, ever be of any help. Whereas if you do take it, at least there's a slim chance that maybe it'll do something for you. A concept that me and my friends talk about a lot with, like, hypothetical questions are what we refer to as tool belt abilities, or tool belt powers. It's like, yeah, you know, you're not going to use it, but it's nice to have in your tool belt, just in case you need it. Comes up a lot in Dungeons & Dragons. It's like, you're never going to use that spell. Hey, it's a tool belt spell. It could come up. Do I want to suffer through this so I could save a few mana points? Searing Seal is how many? It's 4. I mean, saving 4 is not insignificant. I thought the theme of the run included using any of them. Well, we're not doing like a challenge like based run or anything. Like sometimes we establish rules at the beginning, like every spell must involve poison or something. This one we're just going for a fun chaos run. So like we might end up somehow mixing ice into it. I don't know. Probably not. You never know. But it feels weird not taking a chest item when you have a chest, unless it's a chest of staves and you're like, oh, I'm not getting rid of my good staff that does 30 fire damage. Wish I had an earthquake orb. Well, I feel like we'll start and immediately just take out the gnome castle. That'll be our opener. With 8 spell points, though. Alright, chaos, 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 chaos. The only thing that's not chaos is melts. With Chaos Lord, we get 33% more of everything. Range, targets, summons. However, everything is fire except for Annihilate and Chaos Barrage. If we take Fire Lord, we get a little more radius, a little bit more damage. And by a little bit, I mean a lot more damage. But I think I want to take Chaos Lord first. You know what? No. I want Chaos Poet first. That's true. Getting a bunch more staff damage is also good. Alright, we'll do fire first, just for the initial boost. But then after that, we'll do some chaos stuff. Whoops. Okie dokie. I think the beam of my fire was just going through my slime every time there. There we go. Oh, one more step. Oh, bad move, dude. Oh, yeah. That's what you like to see. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Alright, Searing Seal. Alright, think fast, everybody. Devastating. Alright, you know what? Fire Army, you go take care of the rest. It's one man. Delightful. They didn't think that fast, yeah. Not fast enough. Chaos Seal. I'm not even thinking slow over here, pal. I'm excited for our first, like, wide open... Is that... just sitting there whenever you cast a fire spell? Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Still, though, could be fun. We have a slime, we can make it a metal slime. Crowded level? A crowded wide open level. I mean, there's flame toads here, but I'm pretty sure that won't make a difference. this will be a fun test for, like, how quickly could we clear a whole floor? I'm gonna Searing Seal first. And then we're gonna Pyrostatic right here. And then a Fireball right here. Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah. Annihilate. Annihilate. Just the whole level erased. That one Lich is the only man I needed to attack. Good show, good show. Reroll. I do love the hallucinogenic spore staff and the ring of magnetic charisma. The blaze loom. I'll take a ring. Unless this is a nice wide open floor, in which case... Oh, I can mess these people up so fast. And I kind of want a heart. I don't need the ring, I just like the ring. Alright. There's a Death Chiller here. Let's make sure we have line of sight on everybody. Wow, my buddy died instantly. And I took 60 damage. From you. How'd you do 60 so fast? Death Chiller, 6 ice with icy... Oh, Icy Vengeance. Who died on the first turn that Icy Vengeance went off that often? Spark Imps died. Whenever an ally dies, deals 6 ice damage to up to 3 random enemies in a 5-tile radius. I am pretty sure... Oh god. These guys are very close to me. Okay, okay. I'm gonna take 24 damage here. It was a little bit more. Are these my imps? I don't think so. With Death Chiller gone, we don't have to be afraid anymore. Easy floor. Death Chiller's scary. I always kind of forget that he's going to do that. Especially when there's people that can make a bunch of little things around you like that. Fire damage becomes poison damage, you say, hat? What's that, hat? You're the perfect hat for me? You start next to a troll-blooded mind vampire. If I take the hat, I will be in cockatrice range, though, so I think the first step will be pivot and shoot the cockatrice. I want that hat. Kinda want a bunch of stuff. Like, I definitely want Melting Armor and Fiery Judgment, but I would love to get Chaos Poet going. Y'all are getting thoughts? Let's take a Chaos Poet. Let's get my hat. Immediately shoot him. Beep! What's going on, Macon Studio? Alright, let's get the seal going. What's that game I want to play? This is Rift Wizard 2, one of my favorite games. A turn-based roguelike about being a wizard. Alright, 2 more turns until Searing Seal goes off. 1 more turn. Alright, tree's almost dead, you're almost dead. You're the only thing here that's a little scary. Just generate 1 million more little fire friends. What's your resistance to fire? 50? Minus 50 physical? My army of fire, go! Alright, trees down. His little retaliation field is a bit of a bummer. We have a perfect shape around him of everything that died. I see a bunch of messages above him. 9 o'clock, Mr. Clancy? Why so early? You doing all right there? Sup, nerd? What's going on, Mr. Clancy? You were playing some Monster Train 2 earlier? What's going on?
Cool.
You bit your tongue or something because your mouth hurts? Oh. The man's in pain. Let him rest. Alright, that scary damage thing is getting a little close to me for comfort. How are your Monster Train 2 runs? Anything exciting and fun happen? I was checking out the Neo 3 demo earlier. It is... I don't want to be too reductive, but it appears to be their version of Elden Ring. It is Neo, but open worlds. I'd play it if I could. It's a long demo. I didn't finish it. I just, like, ran through and kind of got a feel for it. And now we are doing a chaos run. If I cast a fireball, I automatically curse them, automatically apply melt to them. And whenever I do that, anything in line of sight is just taking a bunch of fire damage, which spreads lightning damage around. It's a lot of fun. With a description like that, reduce away. Like, it is appealing for a good group of people who like open world stuff. Ooh, chaos casting for free? That is excellent. Neo, but good thing. I'll take that. Yeah, right? Like, I dig Neo. I'm not as big a fan as True Axiom, who loves Neo. I'm a Neo enjoyer. It is quite good. Oh, God. Alright, these gotta die just as quick as humanly possible. Let's make sure I can see all of them. The challenges in Monster Train 2 are fun. It counts for unlock progress, so it's a good thing to do as you grind for the last Pyre Heart unlock. Clan levels. Had a run go infinite. Built enough power to kill Seraph on turn 1. That sounds like a good run. I liked Neo, but I feel like I never really grasped the combat. Like... For me, Neo is enjoyable, but the part that, like, I struggle with, and that is kind of where I lose the thread a bit, is Neo has a lot of mechanics. Like, it feels like Neo wants you to do... Like, you have to do, like, the Souls-style combat. You're learning patterns, you're dodging. You gotta account for your wind-up, your animations. But it also wants you to be keep pulsing constantly. It wants you to be keeping track of, like, your spirit abilities. There's the endless, like, Diablo-style equipment stuff you're picking up. If you're gonna do ninjutsu or magic, there's, like, so much skill tree stuff going on. So, like... And, of course, the stance changes, too. You're going from high stance, medium stance, low stance in Neo. And I feel like I get bogged down in that. Like, I'll try and focus on, like, alright, I gotta remember that for this particular combo, I need to go from low stance to high stance, and then when I key pulse, I'm gonna auto swap to mid stance, and then I gotta reset back to low stance. It's just a lot going on. And, like, certain builds you can go into minimize that to a degree, and so I typically we're like, alright, let's just give me my really big sword. I'm gonna go in high stance and I'm gonna mess people up. Neo 2 added more mechanics, and now Neo 3, the big thing is you have your samurai, which has the 3 stances, key pulsing, everything you remember from 1 and 2, basically, all of that. But if you press R2, you transform into a ninja. And now the ninja, if you press the key pulse button, you do not key pulse. You do a misstep. And misstep is essentially a dodge. So the game is now giving you 2 stances with 2 wildly different combat systems, where one is light damage, but you attack rapidly and you want to, like, get in, get out. It's like hit and run. But because, like, you have muscle memory around things, like, if you're thinking to yourself, like, a hit, now key pulse, you're not gonna key pulse. So that's a struggle for me right there. You haven't played 1 or 2. They are good. Like, they are good games. Like, my biggest condemnation for the franchise is I think Team Ninja has dog water, just bilge water level design. I hate the level design of Neo 1, and I hate the level design of Neo 2. There are no landmarks. You're in hallways made of trees. It's just like, I don't know where I'm going most of the time. I hate it. Neo 3 alleviates that by just like, here's a giant open worlds, and there's markers on a map. It's like, okay, that makes it a little bit more... I'm not gonna get as lost, I suppose. I say that, but I got lost in the demo immediately, because it's like, go that way, and then I'm in a poison swamp, and like, there's no exit. Like, okay, well, never mind. But I would recommend Neo 1. I've played through it 3 times. I rather enjoy it. Neo 2, I liked a little bit less because it had, like, again, it just keeps adding mechanics. And I hate Diablo-style loot garbage. I don't care for it. Like, I like playing a game like Elden Ring or Dark Souls where I find an item and I'm like, this is a sword with bespoke stats and abilities. I can enjoy it. Or maybe change weapons later on. Neo and Neo 2 and Neo 3 are, you found an Odachi. You found 15 more Odachis. They all have slightly different numbers and slightly different scaling and slightly different everything. And so, like, you could either go by quickly, scale through all the numbers and just look for which one has the biggest attack value. Or, if you want to, like, really min-max, like, well, I'm leaning into this status effect, and this one has a B scaling in that status effect. It has 10 less attack value, but because of my status effect that I'm building into, technically I'll have slightly more damage that way. It's like a game about going fast that wants you to stop constantly and look at an endless array of the same sword with different numbers. It's why Diablo never really appeals to me very much either. It's like, pick up a million things, now go through and find which one's the slightly better version of those million things. Well, that's just my opinion. Oh, let's get Searing Seal on. Wow. Damage taken. 56 damage from the Dalgar Fortress. God damn, they do so much. What I hated most about Diablo loot is that you can just kill a ghost and get the best gear possible instantly for over half the game, making the Diablo loot system itself pointless. Yeah, stuff like that undermines the whole experience. Okay. Hoarding simulators aren't my taste either. Like, I'm okay with, like, complicated inventory nonsense or getting a lot of stuff. Like, Caves of Cud. I love Caves of Cud. Everyone knows I love Caves of Cud. But it's not a lie to say that is a game that you may spend a decent length of time in your inventory. Like, that's just facts, right? But I'm not looking at, like, multiple copies of something with minorly different values. If I have, like, 16 copies of a laser pistol, they are the same laser pistol unless they're modified. So I don't need to, like, look through it. I just have to take them apart or throw them away or sell them. Like, it's not the same as the Diablo, like, everything's slightly different. Gonna get you that sweet, sweet blazing blood fire? I mean, for that instacast element? Almost certainly, yeah. Give me Borderlands flashbacks. Yeah, Borderlands is another one that never appealed to me. And I feel largely vindicated after, the director of that studio was like, if you're a real fan of Borderlands, you'll find the way to find the money to buy our game. If we make it cost $100 or whatever. Yeah, I don't want 10,000 slightly different laser pistols. Chaos casting. So Blazing Blood Fire gives us quick cast on our first fire spell every turn. Excellent. If we grab that, we still have 7 spell points. Then we'll take Lord of Chaos, which is pretty sweet, since most of our spells count as chaos spells. They said that after the movie they made? Read the room, right? That's really what I found funny. It's like, you think you have the, like, goodwill at this point to say something like that? If you're a real fan. Like, I think a first-person shooter RPG system can work. Fallout managed to transition from, you know, isometric to first/third person and bring the you shoot a man with numbers showing up experience. It worked out. Borderlands, I never got into it. And I think it's because, like, it's the Diablo-style loot system, and it's just a variety of, like, sponges, bullet sponges. It's like, nothing quite diminishes my fun, like pulling off a headshot and just seeing like a 14 appear above someone's head and they still have all their health. Like, alright, well, okay. Okay, I guess. Multimancy? Multimancy will benefit just one. No, 2 things. You know what? Yeah, Multimancy. As a freebie, why not? And it's the perfect kind of level for me. This guy is going to steal a little bit of my HP. You know what? I don't need to start where he... No matter what. One of them is in range for me. We'll start over here where only one is in range. Searing Seal. Pyrostatic Curse. And then... start the fireworks show. Oh yeah. That's what I like to see. That being said, early days of Fallout 4, when they first released survival mode or whatever, my god, was everything the spongiest shit I've ever seen. Thank god they patched it. Deathclaw. 2 whole minutes to kill something. I'm still more of a Fallout 1 and 2 guy. Although I did have a lot of fun going through 3. RIP everything. Alright, Multimancy. Will we have enough time to get one really fun big boy spell at the end here? I would need... $16 spell points? I need 11 more. I want to do Rain of Fire with the Chaos Storm upgrade. Did you get Assured Destruction on Annihilate? You know, I did not. It only costs 1, we can grab it. The question is, like, where do we want to go? Do we want to take... We could add the Chaos tag to Rain of Fire, which is a lot of fun. No, we don't need to do the Rain of Fire. I've done Rain of Fire quite a few times. We can do Word of Chaos instead. Raise Chaos Spirits. I've always kind of wanted to check out the Mega Annihilate with Giant Slayer. Just do Mega Annihilate on every tile of a 5x5. It's a lot of damage. Assured Destruction lets you nuke it with hitting for up to 28 melts. Interesting. Does each pulse, like each wave of Annihilate, the fire, the lightning, and the physical, each cause a melt to go off? How's that math? Oh, I'm into trying it out at the very least. Let's do it. Only costs 1. Makes it so... Oh, what you're telling me is I will just automatically use all of my charges up? That's pretty interesting. Yeah, and we're also getting our pyro. I see what you're saying. My goodness, that'd be a lot of... That's a lot of damage. I'm into that. Probably not against Pope the Frog, who will not enjoy his stupid little cap. His damage cap. It'll prevent us from getting full value. Who would be the most... The ideal target? Insanity Queen, I think? Insanity Queen would be a good one. Yorga Manor, we get a lot of resistance. Pope has the 700 damage cap for 1 turn. Insanity Queen, I don't think, has the benefit of that. Come on, Insanity Queen! Haha! And Ophon, of course, is just going to redirect the damage. I'm very curious about this. Alright, thanks to our Blazing Bloodfire, we can cast Searing Seal as a quick cast action, and then we can Annihilate. Assured Destruction! So they have 9,007 health. It didn't do all that much damage, all things considered, but it did basically clear the level, which is funny in its own right. Yeah, her adaptive armor blocked it. But very weak to physical right now. 10% resistance for that damage. Yorgamander has a similar thing. What a jerk. They own all derivative works you make? Wait. They pulled a D&D. I can't remember. I think it may have been with Adobe recently, where one of their terms of service updates, if you have like their Creative Cloud experience, where they technically are allowed to use the works you make in there. They don't specify what they will use it for, but that's also a little like, I don't like that. And by a little, I mean extremely I don't like that. Sorry about your eggs. Let's just do melting armor here. You assume they want to use it to train their generative AI model. So they do not mention if it will be used for that. Instead, they mention that it can be used and modified for their promotional reasonings or something like that. I can't quite remember. Like, it's bad regardless, but it doesn't mention Firefly or their AI model or anything. But like, I feel like we should all just be angry about it because it's a fucking piece of software that a lot of people need for work, and it's like, yeah, but we might just own whatever you make. Like that's the only part I need to be pissed about. In exchange for the rights licensing in this agreement, you hereby grant us an irrevocable, worldwide, royalty-free, non-exclusive, and sub-licensable right to use, reproduce, edit, modify, adapt, create derivative works based on, publish, distribute, transmit, publicly display, communicate to the public, publicly perform, and otherwise exploit your UGC within or via the services for any other commercial and non-commercial purpose related to the services. So yeah, bullshit. Like, absolute bullshit right there. Worth being angry over. You think the Fire Emblems and Rift Wizard are fey like the Oblivion ones? Maybe. I like to think they're friendly little guys. They're like the living fire in Howl's Moving Castle. We feed them eggshells. Melting Armor made that a quick fight in the end there. And why not add a bunch of holy damage too, right? This was just a, like, remarkably powerful and straightforward run. It's tricky because you do genuinely need a lot of rights to run a mod portal. I don't think you need all that. I hate stuff like that. Like, I absolutely despise, like, there are schools out there where it's like, oh, you made something while you were students as per your agreement to go to this college. We own the work you did. It's like, don't care for that. That is, like, morally and ethically bankrupt. Searing Seal. Let's go ahead and just pyrostatic curse a whole bunch of people. Get locked in a wall with no way out. Mordred, what the hell was this, dude? Like, Mordred's gonna be on a little pillar in the abyss, and I'll be sealed in the walls. Cool, dude. Teachers recommended we step in the hallway for making something cool. Oh, you're doing something? Don't do it in this classroom. Real funny, Mordred. Real funny, dude. Well, at least Searing Seal goes off. I could use one of my teleports. I have 6 of the thing. But it's kind of funny to me that I'm stuck over here. That's a lot of shields, dude. Mordred. What the hell? What is this? Like, I've had silly Mordred level gens before, but this is like a new level. This is above and beyond, my man. Well, that killed Mordred fast. Yeah, I went to a place that didn't have that kind of thing. But I have a deep disdain for that kind of stuff. Okay, well that was a bad teleport for me. Really, making some weird choices here, Mordred. Where are you? Down there? I have one health potion. You didn't make a tunnel to me? Why? Well, disappointed. And 150 health seems like, oh my god. Mordred, what are you doing, dude? Thank you. Wait, I killed him with one fireball? That can't be right. He had shields and stuff, didn't he? Where's Mordred and all this? Where's Wizard uses Fireball? That's what I'm looking for. A lot of stuff's happening every turn. I'm not sure. Not sure how I killed Mordred with one Fireball. Do. Minimal number of casts to kill Mordred. Is there a way to kill him with a single cast? I may have just... Well... So here's the thing. Oh yeah, my lance. My lance is at 61. We're also doing holy damage for all the fire damage. We're re-dealing with poison. We got a lot of other auto casts, like 39 with melts and pyrostatics going off. But yeah, the problem with Mordred for trying to kill him in one cast is he reincarnates. Like, you could certainly kill one of his lives in one cast. Like, I'm gonna do it right here. There he goes, he died. Need something that persists long enough to re-kill him. Through a couple of channeled spells, I suppose, if you could have a channel long enough. Alright, very funny. That's like 600 damage from one fireball, independent of spell damage. Yeah, it did good work. An amnesia shrine, huh? Oh, Mordred, you silly fool. Open up my field of vision, did you? Oh, I got glassed. That's very bad. All good. On his last life. Can anyone here glass me? He's on a 6-turn cooldown for glass. He can glass me. I just want to get close enough to do one cast. So if I'm in the right spot, right here, I'm unglassable. Corrupt for more Mordreds. Oh, I could have. I just swooped in to murder the man. So a run where you killed Mordred with a mind control? Yeah, you can ignore all of his lives if you dominate his brain. Well, I mean, chaos magic is good. That was just a very straightforward, powerful build. Good times. Your soul is permitted to sleep and perhaps dream once more. We could have taken more chaos spells, but it's kind of fun, like, turning other things into chaos spells. So Searing Seal, Fireball, Pyrostatic Curse, making them into chaos. But really, what's fun is having Fireball automatically cast Melt and automatically cast Pyrostatic Curse, and having Annihilate recast itself, so it casts Melt and it casts Pyrostatic Curse multiple times. That is my favorite part of building runs in this game, and my favorite part of building wands in Noida is like, how can you make a thing do another thing and then do another thing? I love nesting nonsense together. It's very satisfying. I'm also excited to see the wacky damage numbers we had here. So in the early floors, wow, we had a lot of spells really quick, huh? Realm 5, we're already up to 5 spells. Doo-doo-doo. Pyrostatic Curse was doing good damage there. Is Pyrostatic Curse always our top damage dealer? I imagine so, given it's spreading. Like, one hit makes it spread to multiple other targets. 999 from Fire Spirit. That's because I let them finish the floor for me, but Pyrostatic Curse really was the winner. Fire Spirit, Pyrostatic Curse, Prince of Ruin. And then our Lance started doing some crazy numbers. Prince of Ruin, the Curse, Fireball, the Lance. Yeah. 1436 from Pyrostatic Curse. 1436 from Prince of Ruin. I've never had perfectly balanced numbers like that. Lance doing 1500, Fireball doing 1200. 3000 from our Curse. We're just very efficient. Turn 8. We did this in under 1,000 turns. Not bad. 13 turns taken. Actually, just over 1,000 turns for the full run. But pretty quick. It was nice just like whipping down here and just killing him in one cast. Well, alright. Just to keep the good habits alive, I'm going to top off my water bottle and pee just in between runs. It's a good idea. It also makes it so I have to like get up and walk around a little bit.